Hey everybody, it's Tang, and today we're going to be playing some Demon's Souls. Somehow, through a miracle, I managed to get a PlayStation from Sony. Not get one from Sony, but I managed to buy one from Sony directly. Through either sheer luck or in will, I managed to get a PlayStation 5. For context, I originally played Demon's Souls on the PlayStation 3 back in 2011, but the game came out in like 2009 in the US, but I held off on playing it because of school. So I beat Demon's Souls during my senior year of high school. And funnily enough, this is gonna be post commentary because I didn't record like playthrough audio, so we're gonna have to just deal with that. But yeah, I think it'll still be a fun little walk through the park for me, as well as for you guys who may be new to Demon's Souls. Now, for those of you who don't know, Bluepoint have made a very robust, character creation, and so, this is a time lapse of my character as I make it. I went for the female body because I want something good to look at, and plus, I was in a Riven making mood. For those who don't know, I'm a League of Legends player and I love Riven the character, so I was trying to make a Riven looking character. Sadly, there's not really a hairstyle that kind of matches it, but there is a kind of short haired length hairstyle, which is not this one. This is more like a Final Fantasy-esque hairstyle. But it's but overall, the character designs in this looks good. It looks really good, you know? It really looks good. As I'm trying to refine everything, it's really oh my god. Yeah, you can do a bunch of stuff in this character creation. You can put eyeliner, you can make the character up to 80 years of age. The youngest you can get is 20. There's a bunch of crazy decals. Look at that. Funny enough, I think I actually kind of went for a clean look. Really, it's not the most fancy or the most hideous. It actually looks pretty good, which is kind of funny because when you actually get into game, for those who don't know, there's the human form and the soul form. When you're alive, you kill a boss, you get into human form. The human form actually looks really good, but you don't get to see it much because you die a fair amount in the game. For those who are new to the game, you won't be seeing that much. I also went for the Knight class, but which is what I went for in the original version, which is kind of balanced. So you do get a bit of magic stats as well as a decent. It's average. It's 10 across the board, except for luck. I think even magic gets 11. I think. Look at that. It doesn't look bad at all. It doesn't look bad at all. Dang. So, like I said, it's kind of a shame for, because you're not going to see the human form much. Unless you're really godlike. Or you have a lot of Stone of Ephraimils, which will revive you. I always thought that the Royal was easy mode. Actually, everyone says that the Royal is easy mode, right? So, because they get access to magic already at the start. And here we go into the game. There's a bit of lore in Demon's Souls. Actually, there's quite a lot if you can find it. But it's not spoon-fed. You gotta look for it. And I'm gonna skip it, and I skip the cutscenes here. So I'm running this on performance mode, and I'm very happy with how this game looks. It's just fantastic. And even though I started with a knight, the knight gets a bunch of armor and stuff to protect them. But at some point, I do take it off just for the ability to roll, because the knight gear encumbers your character. So the PlayStation 5 launch, it's actually a really good launch. There's Spider-Man and Demon Souls, which is actually enough for me to buy a console, as well as the horribly huge PlayStation 4 collection I have right now. Like, I still got to go through Persona 5 Royal. Believe it or not, I bought like the vanilla version of the Japanese Persona 5 as well as the English of vanilla, and I have Persona 5 Royal. I have not touched either version extensively. I did play a little bit of vanilla. I got up to like the first palace, but overall, I'm really hoping to get into these games since school did kinda mess with my ability to play games. So hopefully we got this going. That was weird. All right, so let's make our way through this prologue level. I am trying to get my bearings again because I played this 9 years ago, so it is kind of like getting into riding a bike again. Wow, the animations in this are godlike. Since we got this, maybe I'll get into Bloodborne, because I have yet to play Bloodborne as well, even though I've seen a number of walkthroughs or playthroughs. I don't really know bosses that well. Like, I don't even know what the bosses are for the most part. Like, I probably know like half the bosses in Bloodborne. I know what they are. Do I know where to get to them? Not really. So hopefully this will be a little fun. Oh man, it feels good to play games again. Yes. So you notice I'm really only dual wielding the sword, or two-handing with the sword, because I did this a lot in the original. You don't need stinking shields unless you really want to parry. The sword went flying. I fought Blue Knights so much, I know how to handle them for the most part. So what you can expect from this playthrough is probably this one's the only one that's gonna be like post commentary, really. So the rest is because I'm trying to figure out how to get gameplay off the PlayStation 5. This one's kind of a experiment. So because the PlayStation 5 is actually a really good recorder for games. It can record games and you can get it put it on your flash drive. You do have to be careful on what format the video is, because the PlayStation 5 defaults recordings to WebM, so you gotta set it to MP4, and MP4 is actually much more ideal for editing videos, especially when you're using Sony Vegas. But yeah, so we're gonna meet the boss fairly soon, the Vanguard. I am going to be taking off the armor just for a little mobility. You need to get down to like less than 50%, which is right now I'm 61%. Need to take off a little more. I'm trying to figure out what's the ideal thing to do here. Probably take off everything. Yeah, that's the boy. Okay, I can keep that on. Nope, I can't take that. Just take off. Yeah, okay, that's the ideal one. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, see? I know what I'm doing. Roll, roll, roll. God dang it. I was so confident when I was fighting this boss. I said, I got this. I got this. I get killed like the first 10 seconds. Ugh. I was checked.
The Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 Archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
Alright, welcome to Nexus. This is the hub world where you can store items, take out items, repair your gear, buy stuff, as well as upgrade your levels through that maiden that you just saw in the cutscene. So I guess I'll provide some tricks for newcomers. You can talk with people, people you find throughout the world as you venture and slay demons. You'll find NPCs that can either help you or sometimes hinder you. Sometimes they'll come back into the Nexus, and there you can interact with them. They might actually sell you stuff like spells, miracles, as well as exclusive items that the other people in the Nexus may not have. So with this, there's a central stairway that holds the archstones that you can travel through. There's about 5. There's 5, right? Yeah, there's 5, but there's a broken 6. Each one has their own set of bosses. So just imagine like the hub for like a Mega Man game where you have like a level select, you see the bosses. You don't really see that, but you at least can have an idea when you go to each archstone and see that's like, oh, this is a castle. One's like a mine, for example. One's a tower. One's a crazy looking swamp. And one's like a crazy area of storm and whatnot. And with it, this is the Gates of Boletaria. I have no joke. I've grinded on this level so many times. I know it like the back of my hand. So here you know that you'll see the comfortableness that I have in this level. So get ready. But since it's Blue Point, you never know if they add something new to the game, which they did. And here I'm just gonna handle each enemy the way I know how, which is pretty much memorize everything. I did originally buy the limited edition of the game on the PlayStation 3, which came with a cool looking guide. That guide was my Bible. I read that thing and in anticipation of like me eventually playing it in my senior year. Wow, Footsies is the best. I'm making this look easy, but you know, this is like practice. Months of practice in the old days. But you gotta be concentrate. You gotta concentrate or else you get random bits of damage. from enemies. You'll get careless and die. And that's why people always say demons in Dark Souls, all Soulborne type stuff, is difficult, because they get careless and die to random stuff. And also there's a bit of fear in not wanting to die. Yeah, they say. You don't want to die and lose all the work you put in currently in the levels, so... And if you're a first timer, you're gonna be afraid. You don't want to die and lose all that progress, but, you know, that's just the nature of the game. If you want to alleviate that, you can, like, grind a bit, and, you know, go through the level a number of times, which it really alleviates the fear, because, like, you need souls, which is what you get from killing enemies to level up, but the problem is dying makes you lose it all. And dying it again, when you're trying to get back to those souls, if you die again, you lose it all forever. So, you know, you lose progress. And that's what frustrates people to no end. And believe me, nowadays there's like common knowledge about these games, since this is basically a remake, one-for-one remake for the most part. You know, there's a bunch of strategies on how to deal with each level, as well as the bosses. You can cheese your way, you can cheat your way, you can glitch your way. But for the most part, this is the easiest of the bunch. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's a glitch right here. Yep. Nice. And you'll find some of these bugs here and then. You should revel in it's reveling in the experience, you know, and the atmosphere and the journey. I think I'm trying to maximize the amount of souls I'm trying to get here. Or not. I guess not. You should always... You know, it's like, it kind of... You know, these games kind of remind me of, like, Castlevania. The Metroidvania. Because for each hard part of a game... And I missed something. I'll come back to it. For each part of a level, you don't know. You get a little farther. You die, you get farther. Die, get farther. Be patient, and you'll be fine. Yeah. Gain souls to upgrade your stuff, as well as to upgrade your levels and equipment. Really helps alleviate the burden and stress. Oh boy! How I didn't die is incredible and bewildering even to me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. How did I not die? I got lucky. And yeah, you opened up shortcuts. Also helps the burden. And you get the Cling Ring. Okay, the Cling Ring is actually really good for Soul Form, because when you die, you revive with half your health in Soul Mode. So finding a Cling Ring adds a 25% to your health, which is very much needed and necessary. This is kind of a moot point because I like to overgrind in these games. In this particular game, I like to overgrind. Because I want to feel like the The mother freaking Batman. I mess with everybody. One tap bosses, everything. And with that, so the goal is to go through the map, to go through the level, and get to the first boss. Because when you beat the first boss, you then gain access to leveling up. So it's very paramount to get into that part of the game, or else you're going to be stuck here forever. And like I said, this is a gameplay that I had to record kind of unorthodoxly because it's like I have like an Elgato capture card, so it's kind of finicky on trying to record gameplay. Because this video that I recorded was recorded by the PlayStation 5, but it was WebM format, and I couldn't get it onto Sony Vegas. So I then had to... Luckily, I recorded the gameplay through the PlayStation 5 capture, which is very good. It can get 1080 60 or 4K 30. This is 60, but I had to record the gameplay of the recording gameplay, right? So I'm recording a video, kind of. But this is me playing, so this is after the fact. Which is why it's in 30. Because my Elgato is excruciatingly old. It's a PS3 era Elgato capture card. Not that it's a bad thing. And really just, you know, have a good time. Take it slow, and you'll be alright. Oh my god, he healed. It takes about like 4 slashes if you're two-handing a weapon, especially the longsword. Takes quite a bit though if you are wielding any other weapon, like if you're a thief. Really, the knight's like such a balance. You get good armor, some good stats. Maybe good. At that part I should have like just waited until everybody was dead, because I got hit by random bolts from a crossbow guy. So you have 2 forks in the road. Oh my god, I'm gonna get slashed. Take the straight road. Because there's like on the left, there's like 2 dragons that you really don't want to take on yet. Even though they're items, you don't want to do that. You don't want to waste time, you want to get to those level ups. You want to get to the maiden. Wow, this guy was giving me trouble. They hit faster. In this section, there's a dragon that will do that forever, as long as you're there. Oh god. Thankfully I didn't die, but it just took me a while to get the timing. I could have made it right now. You start running now. Or you could wait until he goes away and then run for your heck. Run for your life! Run for your life. Abandon the stuff, kill these guys. They're crossbows, they're not gonna hurt you. Oh. Only if you run out of stamina. And I got hit. We don't bother, we just... And there's is... Well, technically that was the lever. But I'm too busy. I was too busy getting stuff, items. Okay, this is the lever that gives you access to the first boss. And this gate is located at the beginning of the level, which you now have to run back. Now you could die. And, you know, spawn back, but, you know, I want to get, you know, go through all the levels. Okay with that. But, because we want to get all the stuff, you know, explore, get all the items around here. Oh man, I hate these guys. Dealing with 2 is a little stressful because they hit hard. They hit both hard and a little fast. So you gotta be careful, especially when there's multiple. 1 I can handle, 2 is a... manageable. Oh, cheap shot. I just went through this so fast, I don't even remember much of this. And yeah, these guys are a foreshadowing of what you'll be facing in your upcoming boss fight. Let me see, you gotta hit them from the back. Or if you have fire, you can... that makes things easier. I think one of the classes has fire, access to fire spells already. But you do get some items that can dish out fire. You get like fire bombs, as well as resin, which ignites your weapon into flames. And you can actually farm that off of enemies right before the... at the gate. Yeah, you get firebombs off the enemies around the first before the first spawn, on the first spawn. And so it's a big, massive like shield guy, so you can just use the firebombs and you'll be alright. It's a really easy boss. Hopefully for you, it's an easy boss. But even my PS3 run back like 9 years back, like I already knew about these bosses. I was already aware. You gotta get rid of all the clusters so you can actually hit the bigger map. That's Phalanx. what, takes like two slashes? Unless it's one? 3 slashes. 3 slashes front. Hopefully 1 in the back if you have an ignited weapon. And with that, since we got most of the mass gone, it's really just slash it until it's dead. That's the first boss. Easy. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sharp stones. Some, what we picked up, just some stuff for upgrading weapons. Especially for the Longsword uses sharp stones, or hard stones and hard stones. I believe the Cutlass uses, or the Scimitar uses sharp stones, if I remember correctly.
Welcome back.
She looks really good. I'm happy how she turned out. Blueprint did a great job, man. With that, we meet the Monumental. We got some cutscene stuff.
The Monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
Oh, good day to you. I can forge weapons for you for a fair price.
Blacksmith Boldwayne. Yeah, he repairs equipment, so he does use soul currency to. He uses your souls. Oh, that's the wrong way I went. I made that. Yeah. Even now, I still make that darn mistake of running on through the center stairwell, thinking I'll get to the top, but you gotta take the outer stairwell to actually get to the Monumental. Up here, it's there's like leaderboard and stuff, but on the on the highest level is like the leaderboard stuff, like who finishes the game quickest, you know, highest soul level, I think. I think on the level we just passed, you can also import characters. Oh, there's a stone thing over there.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons.
Oh my god, I did such a good job.
We preserve the fabric of reality. There is a tale I will
It's such a
tell
good. I did such a good job making that and making my character.
you too, the scourge of demons.
And of course, I named her Riven. So I need to get one of the
In the distant past,
the big blades in this game. I'm thinking maybe the Dragon Smasher.
To the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to its slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and most of the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what lands still remained, we entrusted 6 leaders with 6 precious archstones, one to the king of a small yet industrious land, one to the king of the burrowers underground, one to the wise queen of the great ivory tower, one to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls, one to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen, and the last to the great giants of the northern lands. archstones were placed in the fringelands that survived. We contained the old one here below the nexus and prohibited the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other monumentals have perished, and only I remain. Now it is your turn. You must lull the old one back to its... Have you... The old one.
I was like, yeah, kid, I got it. I'll deal with it. Even though it's been 9 years, I still remember a good amount of the game. But I do admit, I did kind of bum rush the last 3 Archstones back in the day. Like, World... Actually, I think I bum rushed World 2, bum rushed World... Tower of Latria. I did bum rush the Shrine of Storms. Actually, I grinded in Shrine of Storms. And I did recall bum rushing World 5. Or... No, World 5. Yeah, World 5. Which was the Valley of Defilement. Because I grinded so much. I grinded to like soul level 100 in my first run of Demon Souls on PS3. Which is a little overkill. It was overkill. I'm gonna talk before she starts getting to her thing. Must be too late. You do notice you'll notice that I'm putting stats kind of willy-nilly, because I intend to grind my butt off. I'm not devoting it to like a single stat. So like I said, there's a bit of stuff that I haven't seen, so I kind of want to experience like everything that this game has to offer. So yeah, I just got you learn miracles. That's your best friend. You gotta find the talisman though.
I swore allegiance to say now. I have run away.
Yeah, I want to experience more of the game than what I previously experienced in the PS3. And I think at this point I just explored, right? So yeah, just gotta learn spells, teach us spells.
Please free Sage Frake the Visionary from his cell in Latria. I will help you. However, I
He wants you to free his master.
Elementary spells. Sage Frake is a gleaming hope for humankind, but I have not the power to save him alone. I see. Just ensure that you rescue.
And with that, I think we're done with this video. I think that's all I did at this point. So yeah, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below for more Demon Souls goodness. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya.